Hello and welcome to the Sideline Live podcast. This is the Spotlight Her series, a collaboration with Basketball Ireland as part of their Women in Sport series supported by Sport Ireland. I'm your host, Orla Keeling, and over the next 6 episodes, we'll be diving into the journeys of 6 Irish female basketball players who are carving out their own paths playing college basketball in the United States. From early morning practices, balancing academics, homesickness, and ambition, we'll explore what it really takes to compete at one of the highest levels of basketball. We'll uncover their journey and what it's like representing Ireland on the world stage. One game, one story, and one season at a time. This is Spotlight Her, where we celebrate the athletes, the journey, and the game. Okay, delighted to be joined by Lucy Coogan, currently tuning in from New Jersey. Lucy, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
How does a girl from Kilkenny, that is a hurling Camogie county, end up on a basketball scholarship in New Jersey? How does that work?
I don't know, it's crazy. I actually did really love playing camogie when I was younger, but eventually basketball is just stuck.
Yeah. Did you? I'm assuming you played. I feel like I
Yeah,
feel like everyone in Kilkenny has to pick up
everyone.
a hurl.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, no, I played until I was in secondary school. I think I played for until second year maybe, and then basketball took over.
okay. In terms of schools in Kilkenny, is basketball bigger in schools than club wise?
I mean, we played basketball wasn't very big in I went to the Royal Kilkenny, so basketball wasn't overly big there. And then there was a lot of us from Kilkenny Stars ended up going. I mean, there's 2 girls' school, there's Laurel and Prez. It's a big rivalry. But yeah, a lot of us when I was there went to Loretto, so we kinda there was a team, but it was kinda, not a lot of people would play. So we kind of got it going. And then, yeah, it was between us and Prez. But I'd say, no, it's not as big as club. A lot more people. Yeah.
Was it kind of like, do you know, in skill sports, most of the time it's like you're playing skill sports to get out of school. Was that kind of, and then just you, like, obviously want to pursue basketball. Was that kind of the vibe?
Yeah, at the beginning, kind of. But I knew I always wanted basketball. So, um, well, other sports for me, yeah, I joined the hockey team, camogie. Remember my last year of school, I was on the athletics team. Doing shot put just so I could get out of class
Do it
early.
shop ball.
Yeah, never did it in my life. All of a sudden, yeah, I'll come. Worst decision ever because we would sit at the track for like 8 hours. But um, yeah, it was better than going to math class. So
Yeah, true. So when did basketball take over? You were kind of 14, 15. Why basketball? Why not something else?
yeah, it was kind of like I it was hard because camogie is obviously everything, Kenny, camogie and hurling, and then I also played Gaelic football. But I don't know. I just love basketball. My friends, everything about it, I just loved it. I just started working out every day and realized that this could create something, good in my life. And I seen what people were doing with basketball and obviously coming over to America. The first real person I noticed was Adele when she came over. And that's when I realized that's what I wanted to do. So I just stuck to basketball then.
Yeah. No, it's so cool. I think everyone so far has mentioned Adele being such an
Yeah.
influence. I call it the Adele factor. Adele doesn't want to take any credit because that's what her nature is. But are you the first player from Kilkenny to pursue basketball in
Uh,
America? From the
I,
women's side, anyway.
I think so. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a pretty cool title to have.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think about that actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you saw Adele do it, was it more like not only did you see an Irish person do it, but it was kind of like, geez, I can grow up in Ireland and play and train as much as I can and try and make it work.
Yeah, exactly. I just seen her and I don't know, since since I realized like she's in America playing. And I don't know, when you're in Ireland, it's just like, oh my God, like imagine even just going to America like on a holiday. Um, but yeah,
Do you find it with growing up in Ireland, the biggest issue is facilities, not just in basketball, but other sports, but trying to get in training, not only with your own team, but by yourself? How did you do that?
yeah. I mean, it was very tough and towards the beginning. I mean, I worked out puff like every day since I've been, I don't even know what age it was, 10, 11, 12. Um, and we always used to go to the watershed and you'd have to like, oh, can we do this time? And then they're like, oh no, the court isn't available. And then you're like, oh, well, I can't do this time, but the court isn't available this time. And then luckily he got to into coaching in Kieran's college, the big hurling school in Kilkenny. And so now we get to use their court. And Praya's second year after getting a new court now as well that Kilkenny Stars used to practice. So hopefully it's a few more gyms available. But it was tough when I was younger because there's just like the basketball courts, like over here, it's like the basketball courts, basketball. But like back home, it's like anything could be going on the basketball court.
Got like 30 different color lines.
Yeah,
That kills me.
yeah,
Yeah.
literally.
And is that for the kids growing up now in Kilkenny, is basketball now, like you see everyone walking around with hurls, it's like religion down there. Are you starting to see a few basketballs popping up here and there?
Yeah, there definitely is a lot more. I feel like it's definitely grown a lot over the past few years. And even like if I'm in the gym and I'm working out with Puff, there's always someone else going to be in there, even like on the other end shooting around. Or if there's a practice, there's always kids and like use the side courts while there's practice on. So that's definitely a positive.
Yeah. Do you think when people say you want to master something, you've done, they say you have to do 10,000 hours. Do you think you've managed to hit 10,000 hours yet?
I think I definitely have. Um, yeah, no, I've been in gym like when I'm home, it's every single day of puff. Even like over COVID, every day we're on Zoom. It was crazy. But yeah, I like to be in the gym a lot.
Yeah. Is that work ethic just like where does that come from?
I don't know. I just want to be the best I can be, and I feel like I just need to keep working no matter. Everyone's like, "Oh, like you're so good, you're this," but I know like I can still be better. You can always get better. So yeah.
Do you think your game is built kind of from what you're saying there? Is it more work ethic than maybe talent? Just because, not saying you're not talented, just from the amount of work you've put in?
Yeah, I think definitely it is. And just like the drive to be better. Um, I know that I'm like I have a lot of skills and I can do a lot skillfully on the court, but you gotta like want it and have the drive and passion to
Yeah.
get there.
So if there's a kid or a girl listening now that's, say, kind of maybe 15, 16, you were in their shoes a while ago, give a typical week, Monday to Sunday. If they want to be where you are now, what did you do back then?
15, 16, I was in secondary school. I'd either me and my sister used to either get up before school and we'd go into the watershed to work out, or else I would get I would actually walk from school over to Kieran's college to get to the gym after school every day. So I could work out
Every
basically.
day.
Yep. At least I tried to. If the gym was open, I would try to get in.
And for you growing up, like we always, with socially and different things, why, were you known as a basketball player? Were your friends, were they like, don't go training, or why are you training so often? Or were they just like, ah, that's just Lucy, let her go, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, at the start, my friends, like after school on a Friday, everyone goes into town and like everyone's to walk to Kieran's is like you got to walk through town. So everyone's walking through town and I'm there walking through town, but I'm not going into town. I'm walking through to get to the gym. And they're always like, "Oh, come on, next Friday, will you come?" And I'm like, No, I'm going to the gym." And eventually they understood. They realized, all right, we have no hope of getting her to come with us anymore.
And do they now say, oh, fair enough, you're an American scholarship, that was, you're
Yeah,
grand.
yeah, they understand it now.
And how do you find it going back home? For people in that, let's say, non-basketball circles, do they get the concept that you're in America pursuing basketball, or you're kind of just doing this basketball thing? As sometimes I find people say,
Yeah, no, my friends get it. Yeah. Every time I go home, I mean, I keep in contact with them. It's hard sometimes with like time differences and they're in college. They're living their own lives too. But no, every time I'm home, they're like, oh, you're going back already. Like, just stay a little longer. But
yeah,
no, I love when I go home. It's like I'm like as close with them as I am when I like left. Like nothing has changed. So
brilliant. That's good to
yeah.
hear.
Yeah.
When did you start to see the fruits of your labor, all the work you put in, start to translate to games and kind of get picked for different teams?
I think the first time I really seen it was at the European Challengers after COVID. Um, and yeah, we was that was the under 18 team. Yeah, I was a year young right after COVID. Um, and I feel like that's when I realized that all the work I had put in was starting to kind of show. Because it was kind of the first team I'd been picked for to represent Ireland because I got cut under 16 a year young, and then my actual age, COVID came, so we didn't get the chance to play. So yeah, I think that's the first time I really like realized that okay, like there's something here.
Okay. And in terms of playing with the Europeans, and the European challengers, just how important is that for kids maybe listening that want to pursue basketball abroad? Is it really beneficial to have gone to the Euros and obviously had that experience with an Irish team, but to play against different styles, different heights, skill sets, different players?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's good to get film at that level too, because like when you're talking to coaches and they're trying to like it's hard being international because over here they're all AU tournaments and they can go and they can see you play. But I mean, yeah, it's good to have the film from like the Europeans so they know like okay, it's a higher level. Like I feel like definitely the basketball like level in level in Ireland has like been improving past years and it's a good level, but they want to see like kind of outside that too and just like see how you really play when you come up against like really tough competition.
Mm. Is that when you started to not only realize you could maybe pursue this, but start to reach out, or what point did you start emailing coaches?
Yeah, I started emailing. I'm pretty sure it was kind of during, maybe it was after them challengers. I know I was in fifth year, so I don't know what when that was, but yeah, I was in fifth year and it was great. I used to sit on the couch like every night and I had like all these different like spreadsheets of like schools and emails and all the different coaches. And in the end, none of that worked. Kieran Quinn got me here. He knew my assistant coach and I got in contact with him. So I used to send hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of emails and nothing came of it. And I'm like, I really just sat there emailing schools when I got in contact with Kieran and yeah, he's been great.
And at that point, when you weren't hearing back before Kieran got involved and helped you out, did you think, oh, maybe this won't happen?
For a while, yeah, it was tough because like I'd email schools and some would email back and be like, "Oh, like we have interest, but next year." And I'm like, "Oh, I don't want to take a gap year." A lot of schools were like, "Oh, our roster's full, like walk on your freshman year and then we can give you a scholarship." But I didn't want to do that and I didn't like trust that are you actually going to do that? Because a lot of coaches say stuff and they're not true to their word. So, yeah, there was a while where I was like, sugar, like, what am I really gonna do? Like, let me really fill out the CL form because I might need it. But yeah, no, thankfully, I got in contact with Kieran and yeah.
Was in terms of the deciding, did you ever consider going to prep or junior college, or was it just you wanted to go straight in?
Yeah, for a while actually I was in contact with where Rachel went, uh Putnam. And yeah, I was not about to go there, but like he had like everything set up for me. And that was like right before I got in contact with Kieran. And I would have went if I didn't have anything, but I didn't want to do an extra. Like I wanted to go straight to college.
Yeah, that's fair. What's cool about the Irish team as well, I was saying to Amy from that 2022 team in particular, there's girls doing really well at Super League, and I don't want to discount that at all. But there's actually
Yeah.
nice little crewies that are starting to that it's good for you in America at different levels, different states, doing
Yeah.
kind of your own thing. It's kind of cool to see a couple of girls from the same Irish team go and pursue basketball abroad.
I know. Yeah. It's so nice. Yeah. It's actually crazy because you wouldn't think that like when we were on the team at that time and we're all just like, having the crack and stuff. But now when you see everyone, you're like, you're just so happy for them all.
Yeah. What's your favorite? I was asking some of the girls about this. What's your favorite like Irish basketball moment in the States where you watched someone or played against someone or just saw someone doing well? Is there anything that comes to mind?
Um, Irish basketball moment. I don't know. There's no specific one. I mean, I watch a lot of Ella and Maria's games. I love seeing them play. Um, I mean, it's cool playing against Erica and Emma, being on the court with them. Um, but yeah, there's no like one standout. I don't know.
Was there any moment where you kind of said those coaches didn't come back out, get back to me with my emails and Kieran helped me get to Caldwell? Like, and now I'm looking at all the accolades that you have, you're already ranked in their records in terms of, different statistical categories. Was there a moment where
Yeah.
you said, I back myself and look where I am now and I kind of believe myself when other people didn't believe in me? Was there ever a moment where you said, God, I'm really glad I back myself here?
Yeah, definitely. Um, yeah, I'm definitely like happy with my decision because a lot of people like my dream was always like, oh, I want to go to America, but it's always like I want to go D1. But like I just feel now I'm here. I don't think like obviously D1 is D1 and everybody knows what it is. But I just feel like this has been the right place for me. Um and yeah, I don't know. I love it. Like everyone, especially the last 2 years, wanted me to transfer, but I couldn't. I just didn't want to. Like Kieran and Caldwell, my coach Christy, assistant, they like everyone's like, oh, transfer, but they're the ones who bet on me when no one else did. So yeah, I just love it here. They're like family to me now.
I think there's a lesson there for people listening that, it's, Division One or bust. Like that's not it.
Yeah,
Like any
it's
level in
not.
America is even like prep, JUCO, it's all a really high level, but
Yeah,
also you need to find the fit for you. So how did you find that fit in Caldwell?
yeah. I don't know, because it was like I don't know. I just literally like not fit right in, but it's just this is like when I started talking to Kieran, like this was the school, and he was like, not that you need to go to Caldwell, but he knew that it was the right fit for me. And I was like, oh, like, I want to go D1, da 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 da. But he was like, Lucy, like, this is what you need. This is where you're going to be. And I trusted him, and he was right. He was right. Because, yeah, no, I love it here. I wouldn't want to change anything.
Your freshman year, I was just looking at your stats, like coming in, played in 28 games, started two, your average 8.9 points, 3.2 rebounds, coming in straight away, contributing. What was the style change in terms of going to America and going from European style to the American style?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it was like easy. It wasn't easy, but I didn't find it like extremely hard. I feel like playing at Euros like really helped. And like it's just from playing at like the Irish style. Um, but obviously it is a lot faster. It is like tougher, but I don't know. My conference is every conference is like kind of different. So my conference kind of call little like touchy fouls where I'm like, okay, like come on. But then you could, I don't even know what, and they wouldn't call it. Like, so I'm just like, oh, okay. It's hard to adjust, but I feel like my freshman year helped me. Like I didn't play like a lot, but I still got minutes, and I feel like that really helped me. Like just getting in and out and kind of seeing how it was helped me for the last 2 years.
Yeah, and I saw from your second year you kind of made another jump. Was that kind of confidence from the first year? Like, are you getting confidence from not only playing but coaches? How did you make the jump again?
Yeah, so my sophomore year we had so my freshman year we had 7 seniors. So they all graduated. So sophomore year it was like we had sophomores, freshmen, and I think we had one senior. No, we had a junior and one grad student. So it was like I had a lot of meetings with coach and I talked to her a lot and she was just like there was like a few of us who had played like a little bit the year before. So she was like, I just need you to like step up. You need to be a leader. Um, and that's what I did. I tried my best anyways.
Yeah, no, you definitely did. And again, last year, like I'm reading off the accolades, even academic honor roll. Like, how do you balance the academic side of things with your schedule? Like your schedule, I know it's very full on. Give us an insight into balancing academics and basketball.
Yeah, it's tough, but you just gotta like plan ahead. Like I have my schedule for class, I have my schedule for basketball, and you just gotta like take the time in between to like get your homework done. Or I mean, we have like team study hall, so that helps. Or like we have allocated hours to go there, um, and just get stuff done in your spare time. You can't just, kind of mess around and do what like a normal college student would do, chill. Like you have time to chill, but it's just like you need to know like what hours you have off and what you need to get done in those hours. Yeah.
In terms of the practice and you improving, is there time for much individual practice? Do you try get in 30 minutes before training? Just how do you balance that as well?
Yeah, there is time. Even if it's like in the mornings, I'm not a big morning person. So more like evenings, afternoon, evening. We kind of practice midday. So normally I know on Tuesdays, no, on Mondays and Wednesdays, I come straight from class to practice. So it's hard to kind of like get in before then. But apart from that, yeah, there's, I mean, the gym is available 24/7. So
You're just in there like midnight, just taking shots. Like, yeah. In terms of being an Irish basketball player, it's always very interesting to hear the different stories. Amy had some interesting stories about her accent, people thinking she was British or Australian. I don't know where they got that from, especially being from Cork.
yeah.
I'll have to say, you have a fairly thick American accent now. I'll say some of the Irish has come back since I was chatting to you. I think, how have you found that being an Irish
Um,
basketball player in America?
yeah, I mean, a lot of people try, be funny and try to speak my accent, but no, even my friends back home now are like, Lucy, like, I can't listen to you. Like, don't send me a voice note because you're you're really yeah. They say I have a strong American accent, but when I talk to Irish people, I have my Irish accent.
Yeah, I can hear it coming back in. I can
Yeah.
hear it coming back now. Yeah, yeah. And how do you find it like in terms of like you hear these stories about people in America think we don't play basketball or we don't have sport in Ireland, they just lack of awareness about Ireland. Is there do you have to kind of be like, no, we play and we produce a lot of, high level players. Is there an understanding there of Irish basketball at all?
Um, yeah, there is. I mean, they they don't understand they understand basketball more than like hurling because they're like, oh, like what do you play over there? And I'm like, no, we play basketball. And they're like, that's it. And I was like, no, we have other sports. And they're like, okay, like what? Like
What's
hurling?
their reaction to hurling? What's their thoughts?
They never understand it. Never. I brought hurl over last year and oh my gosh. There's
They're probably like, this is like a weapon.
yeah. But when I show them, they're like, "Oh my God." But they're like, "That's basically lacrosse." I'm like, "No, it's not. Not at
It's
all,
better.
actually. Yeah, so much better." But no, they understand basketball and I like not understand, but I mean, it's all they know it's not as big as over here. But yeah.
Yeah. In terms of the kind of being in America and pursuing basketball, obviously you're away from family and friends. What's aside from family and friends, what's the biggest thing you miss about Ireland apart from our lovely weather?
Um, the biggest thing I miss. Probably the food. Yeah, I don't really like the food over here, apart from Chipotle.
Oh yeah, well, like yeah, that's fair. What's the biggest like? Is it your mom's cooking or is it spice bags or what is it?
Yeah, mom's cooking is yeah, iffy. She won't be happy with that. But no, no, she does cook good. I like that. Yeah, I do miss spice bags too. Um, yeah, what else do I miss? I miss having my own car.
Oh, fair.
Miss my
Yeah.
car, yeah, a lot. But yeah, apart from that, I don't know what else.
Well, how are you getting around campus and stuff? Do you have like, is it subways around the area or is there
N-
scooters or what do you do?
No, my campus is small, so it's like I have like a less than 5 minute walk to the gym. Like, yeah, it's easy. It's nice.
And are there many, you mentioned Erica and Emma, are there many international students or players in your conference and on your team?
There's none on my team. They're all American, apart from me. In the conference, I know there's a few on Erica's team. Um, I think there is if I don't know about Dominican. I especially this year, I don't really know what teams brought in, like what players or whatever. Yeah. But there was a few last year, yeah, in the conference.
Do you feel like there's an increase in international players playing college basketball? I feel from kind of looking at men's and women's games, different levels, there's just more Europeans. Maybe it's social media, maybe it's more scouts going over and YouTube and stuff, but there just seems to be a real rise in Europeans starting to play college basketball.
Yeah, no, you're right. There definitely is. Just like seeing even just on Instagram, I just like see a lot of Europeans over here now.
What's it like being part of the wave of Irish players? And I kind of call it our golden era. Hopefully, it's not just ends anytime soon, but
Yeah.
like there's an incredible amount of Irish players in America. What's it like being part of that wave?
Yeah, it's great. I love it. Yeah. I don't know. It's just exciting and just I like just love seeing everybody else do so well as well. Like it's I don't know. Yeah, it's nice.
Is it kind of inspiring to see other, maybe it's guys or girls at their level doing what they can do and kind of, again, just like kind of siege mentality? We're here to take over and be part of it and just put our stamp on it.
Yeah, exactly. Because a lot of people not look down, but are like, oh, basketball in Ireland. But yeah, there is basketball in Ireland and we are good. Thanks.
Um, you've played a lot of Irish games. You've had a big performances. You were called up to the women's extended panel this summer. What's the hope in terms of the Irish jersey over the next couple of years? What would you love to do?
Yeah, hopefully, I don't know. It'll be hard because I don't know what I'm gonna do. Well, I know I want to get my master's in physiotherapy um once I graduate from here next year, but I mean, I graduate this year, so next year I want to get my master's, but I just don't know where I'm gonna get it yet, if it's gonna be in Ireland or England or over here. So, yeah, I definitely, of course, want to make the women's team and represent the highest level I can. That would be amazing, but I just don't know where I'm gonna be over the next 2 years.
Yeah, well, you'll figure it out. You did mention previously in interviews that you want to maybe pursue professionally. Is that still the goal or the plan?
Yeah, definitely. I just want to get my master's done first, so I have that in my back pocket whenever like I need it after that. But yeah, once I get my master's, I definitely do want to play professionally around Europe.
What was the best advice, Lucy, you got on not only maybe the recruitment process, but also being in America and playing basketball? Was there any couple of mentors you've mentioned names there? Any particular guiding words that you found really useful? Just conscious there's probably a couple of people listening that might want to go abroad and they might want to hear the same nuggets that you were given.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like there's nothing that really like I remember anyone saying, but I do like Kieran has been great. He lives like 10 minutes from here. Whenever I need him, he can come meet me. Um, yeah, he's been a great like mentor over here. If I'm struggling with anything or like I need anything, he's always there. But I just take it like day by day. Um, and yeah.
Is there any particular advice you'd give to someone listening now that wants to be in your shoes in a couple of years' time?
Um, you just got to keep working hard every day. You're gonna have your ups and downs, but just got to keep pushing, keep working hard.
Brilliant. We'll move on to the sideline seven. It's the same 7 questions at the end of every episode. Question one, Lucy, what's your favourite quote?
Favorite quote.
I feel like you're
Um,
not a quotes woman.
I'm not at all. But Puff did used to always say to me, and still does, to just trust the process. Just take it day by day. Like if you have a good day or bad day, just like know what you want in the back of your head and just trust what you're doing is gonna work out.
Speaking, actually, I should have brought it up. Kilkenny Stars entering the National League. What's that like to
Hmm.
see? What's that like for you to watch that?
I'm just so happy for them. They got their first win over the weekend. I was so happy. I was watching the game. It's great because, I mean, we had Marble City Hawks, but they're gone now. And just to see the club that like I grew up in and like played at every age, just to know that like now the kids in the club that are younger can see like, oh, I can keep playing after under 20s because we didn't have that before. Um, it's amazing. Yeah, it's so good. I'm so happy for them.
Question two, best sporting event you've been to?
Best sporting event, I would say playing wise, the European Championships for sure. And then I've watched a lot of WNBA games, probably the WNBA finals last year when the Liberty were in it. Yeah.
Oh, that's a flex. I was at the
Yeah.
WNBA finals.
Yeah. It was
That's
fun.
cool. That's the benefit of being in New York. Have you
Yeah.
gone to any like big, I don't know, NFL or NBA games or anything like that?
No, I haven't. I want to go to an NFL game this year. I've been to NBA games and WNBA, but no other sports yet.
Yeah, fair enough. Question three, biggest setback or challenge so far in your career, and how did you react to it?
Mm, Probably setback. Probably being cut from the under 16 team, under 16 Irish team a year young. Um, I mean, I was young and it was kind of like the first year that I went for the team, but I feel like it only made me better. I literally just got in the gym every day after that and just worked harder. Challenges, probably mm, moving from Ireland to over here. I mean, just adjusting to like the environment and the culture, um, the style of play, but I embraced it, I think.
In terms of actually being cut, that's come up a couple of times where yourself, Maria was cut from your young Irish team and Grace
Yeah.
didn't make a real team. It is any younger girl listening that has been just cut or previously been cut that still wants to play basketball at a high level, what's the advice you'd give them?
Just got to keep your head high. I mean, you know what's done is done now, and you got cut, so you just gotta take that and the like disappointment. You gotta like turn it into like drive and will to work harder every day, and like just have like that feeling of getting cut, and know that like you don't want that feeling ever again. Just to like push every day, so you'll make the next one.
Brilliant. Great advice. On the flip side, your biggest achievement on or off the court?
Um, on the court, probably last year when I scored my 1,000 points. That was a cool experience. And then being named first team all conference. Um, and then obviously making Irish teams is unbelievable.
I'm looking here. You have a couple of kind of stats already. You're 16th all time and ninth all time in the D2R in your school. Are you kind of eyeing up a couple more records or what's the plan for senior year?
Yeah, I hope so. I don't know. I'm not putting like, I feel like last year everyone was like, get your 1,000. I was like, okay, I have that now for me. And now this year I'm just like, I want my team to win the championship this year. So that's my goal for the year.
Question five. You're 21, 22, not too far away since you're 18, but looking back, what advice would you give your 18-year-old self?
Um, 18-year-old self. Probably like I said for the quote thing, just trust the process, keep working every day. Um, don't be afraid to like make a mistake or afraid of failure. Just gonna bounce back and just be better.
Brilliant. Question 6, dream dinner guest and why?
Mm, definitely Caitlin Clark, I think, yeah. Although Asia would be cool to have Asia Wilson now after winning the finals and getting MVP. That'd be pretty cool too.
Yeah,
I don't
she's
know.
putting herself in the GOAT conversation for the WNBA already.
Yeah,
Be
definitely.
interesting to see where she is at the end of her career. Question 7, if your life was a book, what chapter would this be called?
Oh, um, I don't even know. Chapter. Maybe.
The American accent.
Yeah, yeah, let's go with that. Accent change.
Lucy, if there's any, sorry, I took your answer from you there. If there's anyone listening that wants to reach out, get advice, or just keep in touch or follow your journey, where is the best place to do that?
Probably Instagram, Lucy Coogan 08. Yeah, that's it.
Perfect. I'll put it in the episode description as well. Lucy, thanks so much for your time and best luck at the season. Looking forward to keeping up and watching how you get on.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you.